In the deep wilderness, a single approach can ignite a heart-stopping confrontation. The tiger appears with terrifying silence, but what awaits is not always easy prey. From calculated ambushes to standoffs stretched to the breaking point, today we witness the tiger's most remarkable moments, where the advantage can shift in a heartbeat. A tiger moves through the shadows, stalking the herd and searching for an opening. But the deer are a fortress of eyes, ever vigilant, making any approach a formidable challenge. Then it spots the fawns. Lacking experience, they are a more vulnerable target. From a concealed position, the tiger waits, patiently holding for the perfect moment before unleashing a sudden, powerful advance. The confrontation is swift. One fawn is taken down. Though a modest meal, the hunt is a critical success, ensuring the tiger has secured its food. In the jungle, the tiger reigns as one of the most feared predators. Spotting a herd of deer, it melts into the terrain. A silent approach, moving completely undetected. By the time the prey senses the danger, it is already too late. Closing the final gap, the tiger lunges. A powerful hold to the neck brings the chase to an end. The nourishment from this single encounter will sustain it for days, readying it for the next hunt. The tiger is a master of the jungle ambush. It selects the perfect spot to intercept the deer's path. When it strikes, it explodes to nearly 40 miles per hour, closing the gap in a flash. After a long pursuit, the deer is tiring, its reactions now critically slow. Sensing the opportunity, the tiger focuses all its power on the rear of its quarry. And as the deer attempts one last surge to escape, the tiger moves in, ending the final chance. The tiger's gaze is locked on its prey. Its target has been acquired. Weaving through the rocks, it moves with practiced stealth. Every step is deliberate. The slightest sound would break the suffocating tension. And then, the moment arrives. The tiger explodes into motion, launching a decisive assault. The deer's large frame is not enough to resist the overwhelming power of the hunter. Every struggle only tightens the tiger's grip. As its final efforts fade, the intense confrontation concludes, leaving the prize for the forest's most relentless predator. Two tigers are released into a rewilding training zone to face the antelope. The initial approach is clean, but the tiger hesitates on the final move, prolonging the chase. In a separate pursuit, a tiger closes in on a second antelope. The prey puts up a fierce struggle, constantly weaving and dodging, forcing the predator to expend immense energy to gain control. But just before overpowering its quarry, its focus is broken by another antelope fleeing in the distance. The tiger returns to the wounded antelope. Despite an injured hind leg, it struggles back to its feet, confronting the tiger. Finally, the instant the antelope reveals an opening, the tiger strikes. It throws its opponent to the ground and delivers a decisive bite to the neck, bringing the confrontation to an end. Tigers and gaur share the same world. A confrontation is not a question of if, but when. The gaur, a colossal Indian bison, possesses immense stamina and horns that can challenge any predator. But for a tiger on the hunt, such defenses are a barrier to be broken. The tiger moves with calm purpose, but its demeanor shifts the instant it detects its quarry. It drops low, stalking slowly toward a silent thicket. The hunter's every move is measured, waiting for the perfect moment to launch its ambush. On the other side, the gaur is caught completely unaware. The shock creates a moment of chaos. All the tiger needs to gain the upper hand. It swiftly locks onto the neck, holding fast until its opponent's struggle begins to fade. At last, the gaur sinks to the ground. The tiger then begins the hard work of moving its prize. In another scenario, when tigers spot a gaur, the hunt becomes a calculated engagement. They advance from multiple directions, each tiger playing a specific role to corner their target. One tiger creates a diversion, distracting the gaur, while the others close in silently to strike at the rear legs. Positions are held firm. Coordinated strikes follow one after another, wearing down the gaur's defenses until it can no longer resist. The hunt concludes with a great feast, enough to sustain the entire group. The tiger appeared to have committed the trail to memory, the one its prey always took. As dawn broke, it moved to the fringe of its territory, and the silent hunt began. The predator shadowed its quarry with immense stealth, close enough, but always undetected. When the distance was ideal, it launched the final strike. A powerful clamp on the neck region left the prey with no chance of escape. The hunt ends with an energy-rich meal, enough to power the tiger through the challenging days to come. In the next scene, it happens in a flash. The predator explodes with speed, delivering a takedown so forceful the prey is brought to the ground almost instantly. A sight rarely witnessed. The tiger locks its jaws onto the neck of a full-grown sloth bear, forcing it underwater in a struggle for dominance. As the prey falls still, the tiger begins to drag the immense form from the water. This phase is incredibly draining, requiring it to maintain a firm grip while heaving the heavy weight ashore. Once on solid ground, the tiger pauses. The underwater confrontation has clearly cost the tiger immense energy. It must now rest to recover its strength before dragging its prize to a safer location to feed. After overpowering such a large animal, this brief moment of recovery is absolutely essential. In a border forest of Nepal, several tigers drinking are startled by a noise up ahead. A sloth bear appears, and in an instant, their hunting instincts take over. The predators stalk forward, silently closing the distance. The chase begins. The sloth bear scrambles to escape, but the tigers are faster. With the gap narrowed to mere feet, one tiger lunges with pinpoint accuracy. The bear is immediately overpowered, trapped between the two hunters. The mother sloth bear stood directly in the tiger's path, determined to protect her cub at any cost. She reared up, unleashing her full fury to keep the predator from closing in. The clearing behind them instantly transformed into a true arena. The tiger gained a momentary advantage, latching onto the bear's neck. But the mother's response was ferocious, throwing the powerful cat backward. Though outmatched in size and strength, the sloth bear would not retreat. She fought until the very end, forcing the tiger into a final, reluctant withdrawal. A full-grown wild boar is a formidable force, no easy target for any predator. Its greatest weapons: razor-sharp tusks and a devastating charge unleashed when cornered. Guided by experience, scent, and lethal precision, the tiger locks onto its target in the marshlands. The great cat closes in, silent and unseen. Every step is a calculated risk. A single mistake means failure. When the distance is right, an explosive burst of speed unleashes a lightning-fast and decisive pounce. The tiger knows exactly where to strike, targeting the head to neutralize its opponent's ability to fight back. Instantly, the two are locked in a tense, powerful grapple. The boar resists with all of its remaining fury, but the predator offers no chance of escape. With an immense bite force and an unyielding grip, the tiger slowly overpowers its prey. The hunt concludes only when the boar's strength is finally gone. An ill-fated leopard has come face to face with a tiger. Against the apex predator's overwhelming strength, its chances are slim. It cautiously looks for a way out, but the tiger instantly blocks its retreat. With its escape route sealed, is there any hope left? When two of the most relentless predators face off, the confrontation is bound to be intense. The tiger is isolated, surrounded by the pride. As the clash erupts, the others simply watch, refusing to intervene. In a contest of size, the victor is unclear. The tiger is sometimes outmatched. A male lion's power is formidable, and completely alone, it must be cautious with every single move. The chase between predator and prey is a familiar story in the wild. But when two apex predators turn on each other, the narrative shatters. The tiger and the crocodile command separate domains, making their clashes an extraordinary event. In this moment, the tiger locks onto the crocodile's nape, the critical point to overpower its opponent. The crocodile twists, desperate to escape. But under the tiger's immense grip, every effort to resist is futile. Great cats like the tiger possess a fierce instinct to defend their territory and resources. This drive pushes them into intense confrontations, even with their own kind, to seize control and assert dominance. Their most formidable weapon is a devastatingly powerful strike. A single, well-timed blow is enough to leave an opponent stunned and reeling. Yet not every encounter escalates into an all-out battle. In many cases, it's a sheer display of intimidation and strength, a declaration of status before one side chooses to back down. That concludes our journey for today. Which tiger moment was the most unforgettable for you? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you found this content compelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss what's next.